Hey guys, it's me Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Today this video is kind of multifaceted. First, I want to say thank you so very much, Bunny, aka Graveyard Girl, for mentioning me in your video. I was shaking. I am still in shock that someone at such a high caliber, or pretty much an epic caliber on YouTube, mentioned such a little YouTuber like me. To know you actually watched my video. She could have done that whole entire video, and never even mentioned my name at all. She didn't have to at all. But she did. I still can't believe it. And I literally hope that since you filmed that you have claimed a few limited quantity deals. I'm still claiming, but not as much. So with today's video, is going to be super thankful for the shout out and the show I'm so appreciative. One of my subscribers was like, you should get your hands on the Swamp Queen palette and do a eye look. And I was like, that is a good idea. Thank you. So I went ahead and picked this up off of Poshmark. Let me tell you, it is so funny. The picture I've never shopped on Poshmark before. The picture she had, it looked all perfect. Is that good to go? And then when I got it, this part was disconnected and this part was disconnected. When you open it up, all the cardboard part came off. I did hot glue it, so we're good to go. You might see a little string here and there, but, I can use a hot glue gun. So we're going to be testing out her palette. I know this came out a long time ago, and it's not even, you can't even, buy it on the shelves anymore. But I got one now, and I'm super excited about it. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Embrace your individuality. Yes, all about it. So if you haven't seen her palette before, these are the colors right here. And this is a nice little neutral palette. We can do a lot with it. I'm no makeup connoisseur in any way, shape, or form. So do not come at me or judge me for any of the stuff that I'm going to do today, because I'm just kind of just having fun and enjoying myself. And also, I prepped. So I'm like you too. So I prepped on kind of some of the questions that she had in her video, so we can kind of do a little eye makeup, go over some of the answers that I kind of think that she wanted to know. Yeah, so it's just a fun little different video. First, let me say those navel detox balls that you were talking about. I'm going to order one because that is completely up my alley. Completely up my alley. All right, so I prepped my whole face, pretty much almost all Miss A products. I'm not the person who's going to be like, I'm using Morphe Brush 75. Nope. Nope. I just brought a wide variety of just brushes. I brought my little switch lock cleaner in case I needed it. Got my mirror, and I got my cleaning pads. So, most people, I guess, would do hey, I'm going to swatch it all for you. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants. So usually I use white as my base, but I think I'm going to use this S. I'm going to take this little brush out. This FS, this one right here. So I figured I'll put a color on, answer a couple of the questions, and then kind of go from there. So I'm going to put that one on. I'm just going to do one eye. And then, ooh, that's pretty. Now, usually, like I said, I'm not a connoisseur of makeup. I just put the lightest color pretty much all over my whole entire eyelid and start from there. And then go kind of other places from there. Yeah, so we'll just do one eye, and then when I'm done with everything, then I'll go finish the whole entire eye look, and then we'll go from there. All right, clickbait on Wish. Yeah. Lots of clickbait. And there's lots of clickbait on a lot of sites. But of course, they want you to be excited about the price and then possibly go, you know what? I'm still going to get it. Now, me on the other hand, no. Luckily, I've been lucky that a lot of the clickbait clothing items, shirt-wise and dress-wise, fit me. So that kind of is a score. But yeah, they do clickbait you. A lot. So, you can't really get too upset. If you click on it and you realize, another thing is people don't realize the shipping. Yes, an item is free, but you're not going to get it for free. And the shipping is now sometimes a bit ridiculous now, but always compare your prices and always hit click related and see if you can find that same item with, from another seller. Let's see. And let's see, what are we going to use for the next color? Maybe we'll use Uncommon. Use Uncommon. So another thing, I'm gonna say you're dropping stuff everywhere. Another thing you need to know is that if you find something that's like free with shipping, the promo codes are not going to work on that. And you want to be able to use promo codes if you can, because that'll save you some money. And the promo codes are only valid off cost, not shipping. So that's another thing you need to know and keep in mind. There's a lot of like promo codes out there, especially for like new people. I totally lost my train of thought. So I changed my mind and I decided to go with Sassy Bun for the like lid color. And then I think I'm gonna go with this Man Cat for like kind of like the outside color. Okay, what I was meaning and trying to say before is that like a lot of times, like when you do your daily login bonus, not a lot of times it's for 5% off. Occasionally you'll get yourself like I got 50% off, and a couple times I've gotten 20% off, but most times you're gonna get 5%. But if you do all your reviews for all your products, then you actually will get points that you can redeem for up to a 15% off, which is still good. All right, let's see. Ooh, this is in bold. Yet again, not a connoisseur of the makeup. I like that. We'll blend it in a little bit. All right, now on to the limited quantity deals. This video is probably all over the place and completely weird, and I'm just going to literally just edit it and not even watch everything just to be like, you know what, Melissa, it is what it is. You're flying from the seat of your pants, and that is how you do it. Fly by the seat of your pants. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that she showed in the limited quantity deals are actually really hard to get. I did actually get that useless box. It's on its way. Rob was super excited about that. I had no clue what it was. I was like, oh, it'll just be a stupid little thing. Then Rob showed me a bunch of YouTube videos of people actually using it, and I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of neat. But yeah, that crimper, I've tried so many times. If I would have saw that Ted doll, I would have been all over it. I would say that the kind of easier stuff to win would probably be the clothing and the shoes. I feel like that's the easiest one to kind of win or claim. I always say win, but it's claim because they are, 50 cent with 75 cent shipping. And that's in the USA. In other countries, they do like I know in the UK, it's like £1 with £1 shipping. Let's blend that out a little bit. I feel like I can't like do two things at once. So this is the roundabout look. Nothing too crazy. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other eye, get everything all good to go, put my mascara on, everything, and then we'll really like sit down and finish the limited quantity stuff. Be right back. Obviously, we now realize that I can't do two things at once. And yet again, I'm not a makeup guru. So here's the final look. And always look much better once you have like eyeliner on and mascara and all that stuff. I filled my eyebrows in. So it looks a little more subtle on camera than it does in actual real life. And I don't know if you notice it, I'm not a big highlighter girl, but I put the gator wings, a little bit of the gator wings on here. And I kind of do like a very, very subtle highlighter. But you could even use both of these for blush and all that stuff. I think it's a nice palette. I like it. I'll definitely be using it for different types of looks. If I want to do subtle or if I want kind of like a brown look. And I do like the box too. It's neat. I do like it. Okay. Back to this. All right. So, yeah. So, like, how are they doing these deals? What benefit is Wish getting out of it? I read a lot of you guys' response on her video about how maybe it's because they put their money in an account and it gains interest, but you get the money back the next day. I don't know. My biggest tip and what I do, because I only buy like 6 to 10 a day. Lately it's been kind of like 6. I make all my refunds go to Wish Cash. So unlike having it go, waiting for the refund to go through and then get back into your bank account, if you're going to keep buying them, why not just put it in Wish Cash? Because then in turn it will be instantly back. And then it also makes your checkout process faster. So like when I pay with PayPal, I have to slide to pay, and then it kind of like sits for a little bit. Whereas if I buy with Wish Cash, it's just tap to pay, and then like it goes through a lot faster. But of course, everybody's going to do whatever they want to do. But I just find it is just a little bit easier, and then you could keep track, and it also keeps you not buying. So I set myself a limit. I said I'm only going to buy 6 a day or 10 a day. Then I wait for the refunds to go through to get the Wish Cash to buy the next day. So I'm not sitting there and keep dropping money and money and money into it, and then having all this money, because it is, if you buy like 50 or 60 a day, how in the heck are you going to be able to keep track of what's in your account and what got put back and what didn't? You're not going to be able to. I wish you luck on that. Because I tried to, but I'm like, it looks like it. But like, how do I really know how many that I got? So that's like another thing I do. I'm still doing the top of the hour buying, but the luck has kind of gone down a little bit. And I say probably mainly is because I did give a lot of the tips away. Not that like I'm a huge YouTuber where everybody saw it, but also because a lot of people are at home. There's a lot more people that are at home sitting and just, let me try some limited quantity deals, which they might have been at work, you know, half of the day. Now that they're not, they have time to do it. So maybe it'll get easier once everybody kind of gets back to real life after all this stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Instant, yeah. So I said all that. And then I guess the only other like thing you got to watch out for now, I've had it happen to me a couple times. Make sure when you're checking out that it is the exact price, the 50 cents or the 25-cent shipping. Because I've had some instances where you're acting fast and you're not really like looking around too much. You're just like, limited quantity, buy. And I don't know if it was like a certain option in that thing was a different price, or I don't know if I refreshed and it was too soon to the other hour and it was a countdown clock that count down, but it was full price. Now, if that does happen to you, don't freak out. Like, it's not the end of the world. Just go right into that order and then just ask for a refund, say you changed your mind, boom, the money comes right back. Now with those, I do get put back into my Mashable account. So it's happened to me twice. So just make sure to take a look. Yeah, it'll take you a few more seconds to look to make sure that it's the correct price, but it might save you a big mistake. And you might want to check also after you finish your the day or half the day, look back and make sure that all the things were that price, just in case you miss one. Because, you know, I've had people tell me, they're like, I hate Wish because they charged me full price for the limited quantity item. And I was like, well, you got to make sure that it wasn't full price in the beginning. So if it was full price in the beginning, that's kind of your bad. Like, it was my bad that I didn't look. Also, Becca said that she had one limited quantity deal, 50 cents, but it was clicked on express shipping, and the express shipping was like $34. So check that too. You might have to scroll down a little bit farther just to make sure that stuff doesn't happen. But like I said, if that does happen to you, don't panic, don't freak out. You can get the money back right away. Just immediately go in there and ask for the refund. Also, if you haven't checked out my friend Becca's channel, Becca on a Budget, feel free to check out her channel, and you can see a lot other limited quantity deals. She gets a lot of stuff, different stuff than me. She's got some pretty epic stuff. I mean, I've gotten some epic stuff, but she got some pretty epic stuff. So this was a fun day. I'm pretty sure I was completely all over the place. Now, always keep in mind, I try to get back to every comment. So if you do have a question about limited quantity deals or a question about anything about Wish, I'm not going to say that I'm the guru, but I know a lot. And I try to keep myself up. Like, I'm in a Wish Facebook group. And it's just, I try, me and Becca talk about a lot of things. We talk to some other Wish users. We try to figure out whatever we can about stuff. So I wish you guys the best of luck on the limited quantity deals if you are trying. Don't get super discouraged or get super upset if you don't get any. Because I've been getting one every 2 days. And yet again, it all depends on what you get. What you buy. I mean, I got that guitar. Did I think I was going to get that guitar? No. But because I got that guitar, it makes me feel like I'm a bit bolder. And I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for that. The other, what was it, last night? I got the remote control truck. I've been trying for that since the first version of the limited quantity deals. Also, if you guys did come over from Bunny's channel and you watched the video that she linked, that was actually from the first version of limited quantity deals, just so you know. So things were a little bit different. It was only in the USA and it was only on Android phones, but now I have a bunch of new videos from the new limited quantity deals, which is the actual version now, and there is one video that kind of gives the best tips and tricks where I show you a lot of stuff actually on my phone. So, I'm glad I picked this up. I'm super, super thankful to Bunny. Super thankful. If you ever get any limited quantity deals, I hope you do another video. I hope you can find some satisfaction in the limited quantity deals, because let me tell you, when your first item goes to processing, it is I mean, even now, if an item goes to processing, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll literally be like, Rob, look what I got. Even if it's something that's not that cool, I'll just be like, it's just so exciting to know you got something for 75 cents. And especially the fact that a lot of the stuff I'm literally just getting just so I could sell it for a reasonably cheap price, and then in turn make money to put more into my channel. Like it's like a big little cycle, and it's exciting. Wish is exciting. I love Wish, and a lot of people are to say this, that, and the other, but I love Wish. Out of all the sites that I shop with overseas, they are the ones that I love the most. I love their customer service. I love how easy to search for their stuff you can get, the wide variety of stuff you can get. And just so you do know, if any of you don't know, Wish's headquarters is in California. Sellers are from all around the world, but the headquarters is in California. So they are a US-based company. Just the sellers are in other places. And there's a lot more items now that are being shipped from the USA, but obviously they're a little more expensive. Anything USA from, you're going to pay a little bit more. But they're seeing a lot of that stuff now. I also have been seeing that like pre-order thing, not messing with that. All set. I'm not going to pay $1 to pre-order something and then it'd be like super expensive. And then yes, a lot of times you'll see a price on Wish and you might be able to get it cheaper just on Amazon. I like the thrill of having those like miscellaneous packages come in the mail. It's almost like Christmas every time. Like, when's it going to show up? Because it's such a far date that it's so exciting when it does show up. The limited quantity deals are showing up a lot slower because of the whole situation in the world right now. It's just, you got to understand it. You can't really be upset about it. I guess one more thing I'll say about Wish is something that's different, new, if you haven't noticed it. The refund process is a little bit different, like if your item is late. So if your item is late, you can find the item and then ask for a refund, but they're only going to give you a partial refund, which is going to be the shipping. So if it is a limited quantity deal, you'll get 25 cents back, and then it'll give you a date buy. Now, if your item does not come by that date, you can get the rest of the refund. They're just covering their butts a little bit because of this whole situation. Things are moving a little bit slower, so they're just trying to cover their butts a little bit, which I totally understand. And I did just get like a refund for a partial refund for one of my items a week and a half ago, and then it showed up. So I won't go back and I'll get the rest of the refund. But it was late. It was legitimately like a week late. So that's another thing. Don't be upset about that. The times are weird right now, and you just have to kind of just roll with the punches. Know you will get your full refund, but it might just be a little bit longer. You'll have to wait. So, yet again, thank you, Bunny. I appreciate it. And I appreciate all my new subbies that have come along, and welcome to my little YouTube journey. Excited to have you. Now, like I said, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask me. This video was kind of completely all over the place, but that's kind of how I am. I'm random. I kind of say whatever I feel. So, if you like this video, which I hope you did, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or any questions, please put them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you haven't yet subscribed, why not? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you soon. Bye.